When I first joined, there weren't very many women. Um, and it was hard. It was but like with men, and not hard working with men, but just being sometimes the only woman at a unit. When I first was assigned, I was the only woman in the unit, and so you gotta kind of prove yourself, and pull your own weight, and more, and show that, yeah, I can do this. And it was always my thing when I was when I first joined, that yeah, I can do this. I don't need, like, we all work together as a team, but yeah, one man, one kit, they would say. So if I had luggage, or you had to bring your kit somewhere, then that was my kit, and then you help with other stuff too, right? So that was always my thing. Now though, they've recognized, yeah, the military, the Canadian Armed Forces, needs to more reflect the Canadian population, which is more women. And so we're around now about, I think, 25% women in all different facets, in the Air Force, in the Army, and the Navy. More in the Air Force and the Navy. They've earned their spot, but definitely the women in the military, like, more and more, we're breaking the glass ceiling, but we've had to prove ourselves to get there. And I'm really glad that it's happening now, and that we're getting more and more women at the senior ranks, not just as officers, but also what I call what's the term, non-commissioned office, non-commissioned as in like ranks, and more. But what I do note is that I think the women who have gotten to where they are have deserved it. As a visible minority, I would say, like, yeah, when I first joined, for I don't even know how many there were, women and visible minority at the same time. Very few. So I really, like I said, made it a point to prove myself and to fit in, and never let anything be an obstacle in my way, or make an excuse. Like, okay, I'm a woman, a visible minority. Is that because of this? Is that why? Never see it as that. I just take it as more of a challenge to because I'm a woman, I can do it. I can do it better. So yes, I think things are changing. Like I said, there's more and more women in leadership roles, senior leadership roles in the military, and also on the civilian side, which is what I call the Department of National Defense. So more and more women who are capable, who are now in the senior leadership roles, both as officers and non-commissioned officers. More and more, like, I see more and more visible minorities. So yes, I do see things changing. We did have an issue with, I guess, harassment, and that's not just about women, but harassment of, anything that makes you different. And we've been changing now for the better, so that, what, if you do your job, you do it well, then that's what counts. Not the color of your skin, not your religion, not your sexual orientation, and not your gender. It's all about, treating people equally. And you're right. Before, it was trying to fit in to survive, because you didn't want to be singled out, or I didn't want to be singled out for any reason, because then it would just make another reason for them to go, oh, bleh. But now, not to say that we're not capable, not to say that we're not performing, but I'm just saying, before, it was more so that I didn't myself, in my own opinion, I didn't want to have anything to say, like, well, she's not capable because she's a woman, or she's not capable because she's a visible minority, or LGBTQ. So yes, I did hide the aspect that I am LGBTQ, because I didn't want that to be another point against me. Now, more so, like, it doesn't matter. Like, they're very they've been very, the Canadian military, I should say, has been very open to that. Other countries around the world, same thing, very open to that. Some countries are still not open to that. And of course, everyone's going to have their own beliefs, and maybe not everyone's so accepting of gender, or accepting of sexual orientation or religion. Like, that's their own issue, their own problems. Now, though, I think the society and the Canadian military is becoming more and more accepting of who we are, of who you are. It doesn't matter, as long as you know your stuff and you do a good job. I think that's what matters. And I was going to say something else. I can't remember now. My thought has gone. But yeah, before though, there was the purge, right? So for LGBTQ. But like I said, more and more accepting. I mean, I could even wear my hair down right now if I wanted to. I could have purple hair, or you could have blue hair. Men can have long hair. You never used to be like that, but now it's all about this is your identity. As long as you do your job and you're respectful, you can have long hair. I could have blue hair. It's okay.